Hello, everyone. Welcome. I wanted to give you a tour of my Lundby Dollhouse. I believe this is from the early to mid 80s, and it's known as Caroline's home. What really intrigued me about the Lundby Dollhouse is this kind of asymmetrical mid-century roof. Originally, I was looking at a lot of their 1970s houses, which are really cool. They're like split level. It's kind of all open here in the front without the balcony. I really wanted to get one of those, but those were selling for like $300 to $400 online. And I was like, yeah, that's not going to happen. And then I happened to see this particular house for sale on OfferUp locally, and it was only like $40, I think. It didn't come with any of the furniture, but I went and picked the house, and she was like, "Oh, is this for your kids?" And I had to tell her, like, "No, it's for me." I just have an appreciation for doll houses and miniatures. I'll give you like a look-see around the house, and then we'll kind of go room by room, and I'll show you the furniture. And I don't know if you can tell, but since I moved it to this table, some stuff has fallen down. So we'll put everything back in order, and then we'll put it back on the shelf where it goes. It is a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom house. Over at the top left is the bathroom behind the balcony. And here you can see the master suite. Over here is the kids' room. Down there is the kitchen. Then we have the living room and then the dining room. We have a window with working shutters that have little hearts. A front door here with the heart shape as well. You can see it opens. White siding. It has a red brick motif. There's a little flower bed and a blue butterfly. It also has the working shutters. The white siding with the red brick and then some plants over here. You can see there's more plants and flowers. And we also have this really beautiful purple flowering tree. There's birds. There's 2 holes right here. This is an electrified, I guess you would say, dollhouse, where if you have the Lundby lamps with the particular plugins, you can plug them into some holes in the walls inside. And then the transformer plugs into here, which plugs into your wall, and you can light it up. I was able to light like the chandelier and another lamp, but I was too paranoid about it. So I just took the wires out of the lamps and I just leave it dark. Well, I have some like Amazon lights that light up, so I'll show you those. And then there's more flowers over there. This is where you kind of have a view of the 2 rooms, the dining room and the bedroom. My house is populated by a family of Calico Critters. This is the little Calico Critter family that I selected to live in this house. I actually went to this hobby store here locally with my mom and my nephew, and we picked Calico Critters for the house. They also have this cat. This is actually a Lundby cat, and I got this at Auntie store. So this is their cat. Let's go back to the front, and we'll start with the bathroom. There are a few pieces in here that I wanted to show you. So here's the bathtub. It's made of plastic and wood, and it has this really cool pretend chrome faucet, and this is real wood. This is a plant I put in here. Originally, this yellow part was actually a Lundby lamp, and it had a stand, but it broke, so I decided to make it into this planter with this plant that my nephew gave me. Next, we have this toilet. It also has the wooden backing, and it opens. It has this kind of roll of toilet paper. It's just plastic, though. Over here behind the bathtub was this little wooden piece, and it came with this felt towel. Okay, and at the back, we have the sink and the vanity mirror. I'm just going to show you the sink because the mirror always wants to fall down. It's waxed to the wall, so I don't want to take it off. But this is the sink. It also has like a little plug at the bottom with the chrome hardware and the wooden backing. So you can see the mirror in the back, or the vanity, has 2 little shelves on the side. There you can see them open. And here you can see the details of the wallpaper. It's supposed to look like tile with these kind of butterflies in front of these yellow, I don't know, suns, circles. And in the back, you can see those plugs. Those are for the transformer lights. And they can basically plug in and they can go down and go behind the vanity so that can light up. And then over here on this side, we have the window. He's like, hello, why are you looking in my bathroom? And yeah, let's go ahead and put everything back in order in the bathroom. So we'll start with the sink. It's going to go under the vanity. Just put the plant there so they can have a little bit of privacy. So first we have this armoire with our little closet. And this, you can tell, totally has that 70s look to it. It's painted white, blue, and green, and it's got these like flowers. The handles almost look like nails. And inside it's just wood. And the back is, I forget what this is called. I'm sure someone can help me out with that. This is the bed. It matches the dresser. And I believe I had to order the dresser, I think. But here you can see the blankets. And I believe you can like open them right here. It has that right there. I kind of wanted to get a different bedroom set, but this is the only one I could find. So, and it has this little pillow. Goes like that. I also managed to find this Lundby rug. I found a whole bunch of Lundby rugs actually at NTM's, and I had to dig for them. They weren't just like, here's the Lundby rugs. My nephew got me this little bookshelf from Hobby Lobby, so I put it in here. You can see they have all kinds of books, including a Bible. And then I also got this little notebook at NTM's because when I was reading through the Calico Critter biographies, they said that the dad likes to keep a notebook, so I got this for him. It was like a pretend notebook. Also back here, we have the two nightstands. These are Lundby as well. They kind of have like that mid-century look with the two tiers. I have this Amazon lamp that my mom got me. It actually lights up. This is actually like a Lundby vase. So I put that back there. And then my nephew sent me a bunch of flowers, like I said, for Christmas, like miniature flowers. So I took them and I put them in this cap for mechanical pencil lead. So I made this into a vase for them. So here you can see the wallpaper has like this windmill motif. Over in the corner is the entrance to the bathroom. So now we'll go ahead and put the furniture back in the bedroom. This is the hardest room to access because the space to enter the room is smaller than everything like this. It's even smaller than this area. So I don't really go in here much, but as you can see, it's a disaster area. So we got to straighten this up. So we'll start with this Lundby kids chalkboard. It has like this little person on it with a flower and a sun. The back. We also have this Lundby bed. Has a little pillow and like a little area where you can slide the person in. It has that wood at the bottom. There's also a second bed in here. This one has a broken leg. It came that way. So I usually keep it in the back of the room, leaned up against the window or leaned up against the wall so it can kind of balance against there. Also in here that is Lundby is this rug. This I also got at Auntie M's. It's really pretty, as you can see. It's got some fringe. Here's the vanity. I put this flower on it with these little orange, I don't know what they are, oranges, and these little white flowers. It's so pretty. I got that at Auntie too. It's waxed on there, so I'm not going to take it off. But there's this vanity with a circular mirror surrounded by some daisies. And it also comes with this stool. The rest of the stuff is just stuff I added for fun. So in the back, you can see that there's some drawings stuck to the walls over here as well, and some have fallen down. As part of the children's toys, we have these 4 bunnies that my sister sent me. I think as part of like an Easter card or something like that. So I just put them in the house. So they're their toys. We also have some books that are from that shelf that my nephew gave me. There's Jules Verne's Adventure Stories, Learning French, a fairy tale book. We also have this little gardening magazine that I picked up at Auntie M's. It doesn't open, but I got this because it said the little girl was interested in gardening. We have some drawings that fell down. I cut these out of a book, like a kid's book, so I'll tack them back up. Then we have this Tech Deck skateboard that my nephew painted for me. He put my name and the name of all my dogs on the back. And then we have this little paint set. I believe my nephew got me. I believe it was my nephew. It was either my nephew or my sister, and now I feel bad because I can't remember. But one of them got me this little paint set, and one of them also got me this paint table. And I kind of added some spilled paint there with my markers. And I just put this little drawing from that book that I hacked up. Let's go ahead and reassemble the room. We'll start with our rug. This bed that has to be leaned up against the wall. The vanity. I'm going to use this Polymore Tacky Wax to re-stick these papers that fell off of the wall. So I'm just going to use a little bit. And then I think I'm going to put this art tray under the desk. We've got another one, this one with the shovel. We'll put her on the desk. There we go. Now we're going to put the bed in. We'll put the skateboard under the bed. I'll put this one on the bed. Put a little wax on it over here in the corner. One of the bunnies just fell, so I'm going to wax his neck and stick it to the bed like that. And the magazine can go on the bed. I feel like the kitchen is one of the darkest rooms. There's no window, and when I put it up on the shelf, that's like the room that gets the least light, so it's always really dark in there. So we have this plant that I made with the plant's material stuff that my nephew gave me. We have this book. It's from that shelf as well upstairs. It's called Aunt Fanny's Cookbook, so it goes in the kitchen. We have the kitchen table, which comes with these red chairs with this gingham print. And it has 2 chairs. This table is a wooden table that has that gingham print on it as well. It's a piece of paper, but it was sliding around, so I glued it down. It's supposed to be the tablecloth. And I also put this plant on top that I made. Over here is like a spare laundry room sink. I didn't have anywhere else to put it, so I just put it in here. And as you can see, I've waxed in some cans inside. And it also has these drawers. It has like a spade and some soil, just slides in. And then in the top one, I have another can, Hormel. And I have these 2 packages that were from my sister. And they're supposed to be like mailing packages, but I just flipped them over and I pretend they're like meat or something from the butcher. And just put those in there. I'll put the Hormel back in. I also have this little water jug for plants. I filled it with resin, so it looks like there's water in it. And off to the side back here, you can see there's I guess it's a washer or dryer. It also has one of those packages on it, so I just left it on there. This opens. Yeah, it's basically just a block of wood. And back here is a piece of paper I stuck in there, so the wallpaper doesn't actually look like that. And so now we'll get into the rest of it. I have this other rug. This one I actually ordered on Etsy. Over here to the side, we have the fridge. So on the front, I stuck on this picture to pretend like the kids drew it. And inside is just this little ice cream because I think in the biographies about the family, it said that the mom was really into ice cream. So I got this at that Auntie M's. And up top is a little shelf, and I have some plates in there. These plates were a gift from my nephew, and they were white when I got them for Christmas. And he and I were just hanging out, and he had also gotten me some Posca pens, and I think I had gotten him some as well. It's like we both got them for each other. And so we used them to draw some designs on the plates. So these are the designs. And we did the same with the cups, so I'll show you those as well. So that goes in there. In the back corner, we have this ironing board, and the iron can move around. The kitchen right now is a 3-piece set. It's supposed to be a 4-piece. It also comes with a dishwasher, but I don't have that piece yet. I really want to get it, but it seems like people only sell the pieces together, and I just need that one. Here we have the sink, and I really love this particular kitchen set from them because it's so 70s looking with like it's actually teak. The green handles, the yellow background. It's like so 70s to me. This one holds the cups that me and my nephew also made. I think he did the plates that you saw earlier, and I did the cups. And down here is like little tea set. So I did these plates. I think I did the pink flower. I don't know if he did the top or if I did. I think I did the top to match his plates. It was really fun. So that is the sink. So here you can see the stove. It's orange, and it also has that teak look. It's missing a piece of wood that's supposed to be right here. And the oven opens, and you can actually put a light in here that goes to the little transformer plugins. And I used to have it. It used to be on. The wires on them were so fragile that they just broke for this one when I was moving it around. There's a little cup up here. And then I usually keep this little sugar bowl on the top, even though it's kind of like oversized to be up here. So that usually goes there. And then the drawers do open. And up here are supposed to be spices. And that is pretty much everything for the kitchen. And now I'll let you look at the bare, sad kitchen. It's got kind of like a maroon wall color. And it's got this kind of brick along the edge. I guess that's supposed to be like the outside porch. And then it has this tile. Let's go ahead and reassemble the kitchen, shall we? So we'll start with the fridge, which I keep in the corner. So it has these matching chairs. And I kind of wanted to go for like a more 70s couch. I actually have like one of their other couches. When I say there, I mean Lundby. This is the other couch that I have. As you can see, it's kind of like bigger, thicker. I actually had to put this piece here because they didn't have one. So this doesn't really fit with like the aesthetic of the rest of the house. So I just kind of keep it as a display item. Instead, I use this kind of more classic looking couch. And then we have the side table, which has, which has this lamp wax to it. And we have this table. And these are all wood, all the pieces I've shown you so far. Then at the bottom, we have this rug that I also found at the Auntie M's. It's so cute. And I have this other plant that I made that goes on the table. And then we have a basket and newspaper that I got separately at Auntie M's. We have the basket. And the newspaper, which I folded, says the New York Times. So you can see it unfolds. In the side it's blank, and then the back has like some ads. Let me see if I can read this. 200,000 electrical workers are set to quit January 15th. So spurn new pay offer, wide phone tie-up, likely Wednesday. Wow. That's crazy. I can't believe I can read that. That's the part right there that I just read. Drama. Let me pull out some of the rest of the stuff. We have this phone, which is a Lundby phone. It was waxed on, but it fell off. I also have this plant that I bought at Auntie's, which is so cute. This back here is this little shelving corner unit. It has this front shelf that opens. And this one opens as well. Oh, maybe it doesn't. It opens that far. In the back, you can see we have the chimney. And so this is the chimney. This is also something that can light up as well. You just plug a little light into the transformer and feed it through this hole, and it'll make it look like the fire is glowing. On here, we have this little teapot that I got in, I believe it was like North Carolina at this tea plantation. I'll put the name up if I can remember on screen. It's orange with like a little flower inside. And then I also got this little glass thing at Auntie M's. I waxed the lid on as well, but it's just kind of like glass and has this decorative look. Yeah, so cute. Also in the back corner piano is this lamp. This is a Lundby lamp, and it's supposed to light up. You can see the light inside. But the wiring broke. So it kind of looks like a screw almost, but it's actual, I believe it's brass. It's actually kind of heavy. So the wiring comes through, and then you can plug it into the little sockets. So that's the living room. We have come to the dining room, and it's a little bit messy. So what I have is this plant that I also made from what my nephew gave me. And this is a cap from, I think it's like a Bath and Body Works spray. That's the Lundby chandelier that actually lit up. Then we have the dining room chairs. And some of them kind of have like some wonkiness to them. This is the table. As you can see, the legs are a little crooked. And I cut this placemat out and put it on top just to kind of give it some interest. It has these little details, and these are all wood. And this is a little mat I put on top. This is a little coaster that my mom just recently sent me, and I thought it would be cute as a rug in here. This is a grandfather clock that is made of wood. Over here in this corner, we have the stairs that go up to the second floor. And behind that is the piano. And the piano has a bench. And these are all Lundby pieces, the wooden ones that I've been showing. And it has this rug, which is also a Lundby rug. They're all Lundby rugs to my knowledge, except for the coaster that I showed you just now. And then we have the piano, and it has some little items on top that I stuck on there. One is a picture that I got from Auntie M's. I also got this little flower vase from Auntie M's. And then there's this tiny origami owl charm. My mom used to sell origami owl. And this piano, the lid closes. And it can open. So let's go ahead and put this back where it came from. So we put it back under the stairs. The bench as well. And here we have the little coaster rug that we'll put under the chandelier. So I'm just going to take a little wax, put it on the back. Hopefully that should help it to stay. Now we can put the table back in. And the chairs. So there we go. The family's back in their house. I'm going to move the house back to the shelf. We'll probably put the characters somewhere that they're doing something, and then that will be it.